We're here for our first episode of Lippe and Cain's Renovation World. Dan, very excited to be here today. I'm really looking forward to this whole process. And we're going to be showing the whole process of how you break up ceramic tile, replacing a bathroom floor. But in order to do that, you usually need to replace a toilet and the bathroom vanity beforehand. And tell us a little bit about what we're doing today, Dan.
So in this case, with changing this tile floor here, first steps we need to actually address is removing the existing vanity. These tiles that are on the floor right now are going underneath the vanity. So we just want to go ahead and detach that from the wall, detach the plumbing, get the vanity out of the way. Then after that, we can move to removing the toilet. We'll go ahead and stuff a rag in the hole. Make sure no tile pieces are going to fall down into the drain. And we'll get the floor prepped and ready to go ahead and use a chisel to break up the existing tiles. Have two screws that are mounting it to the wall, so we need to first go ahead and get those screws removed. When removing the vanity, you also need to go ahead and disconnect your supply lines for the sink. Doing that, you want to make sure that your supply lines are turned off so you don't get water all over the bathroom. We also need to go ahead and remove the drain from the sink. Okay. This is part of this sink's backsplash. Just taking that off, get that out of the way. Trying to do this as carefully as possible so we don't damage the wall. The vanity has now been removed. Just need to get this relocated and clean up this floor. We can move on to the toilet. Okay, now that we have the vanity removed, Chris is going to go ahead and show you how to take the toilet out. And basically all he needs for tools is this right here.
All right, we got a wrench and I'm ready to go. Very excited to take the toilet out. Looking forward to that, and let's get to it.
All right.
The first thing that we need to do is shut off the supply line. Turn it all the way over to the right, because you don't want any water to be leaking all over the place when we take the toilet out. Once you turn the supply line all the way over to the right, you want to flush the toilet. Make sure before you detach it that there are no problems with that. Pull it up here even though you can't see it. Flushing the toilet that way. And then the next thing that you want to do is you want to replace take off the supply line, which we're going to do in preparation for pulling the toilet out, which is the next thing that we got to do. If you're looking right now is taking off the supply line in preparation to take the toilet out. Pulling the bolt out here. Got a couple bolts that we need to pull out. And once we have this removed, we're going to be able to pull the toilet out. A lot of fun. So we got one bolt over here, and then I go around to the other side over here and remove this bolt. Pull it out. Always want to have a good adjustable wrench when you're doing this. And here we go. Come on. Oh, it just comes right off. And there you go, removing the toilet. No pain, no gain. How you like that?
Okay, now that the sink and the toilet have been removed, we are going to move on to the removing of the tile floor. In our case here, we're going to be using an air tool hooked to a compressor. It's going to break the tiles up and remove them for us. I also have knee pads on my knees to keep my knees from getting hurt.
Very important, yeah, you don't want an injury, anything like that, yeah.
And then once all the tiles have been removed, we have a floor scraper that sits on there, so we have a nice flat surface to apply the new tiles.
When you're breaking ceramic tile, it's very important that you have the right technique to break the ceramic tile. And when you use the air chisel that Dan was using, you want to get underneath the tile. And you can really see his technique as he's able to get underneath and he's able to chip off selected pieces rather than going down on the tile, which a lot of people would just try and break the top of the tile and things would go all over the place. You're breaking off selective pieces, you go underneath the ceramic tile, you get little chips, and you can see as Dan's working those little chips, you know, as he gets little segments off, and it makes it a lot easier when you're trying to clean up. Sometimes it takes a while, but as you can see, we're trying to guard. Actually, in this instance, what I want to do is use the air compressor. Alright, so one of the important things when you're breaking the ceramic tile, you always want to use the air compressor gun. The chisel, you want to make sure you get underneath the ceramic tile. Don't get over the ceramic tile. You don't want to break the ceramic tile. Get underneath, and you start to chip into it, and it hits the adhesive cement, and the ceramic tile starts to loosen up. Very easy. Very easy to do. Then you just pull the tile off.
Okay, now what we're ready to do is start making some cuts on our backer board. The backer board is what you put over the existing subfloor. Helps keep the tiles from cracking after you get them in place. Just need a utility knife. We have some measurements made out right now, and I'm just going to make some cuts and get it into place. Make another cut. Gotta make another cut for this spot right here. Roughly about 27¼ inches by 38.
All right, so we're getting ready to prepare the ceramic tile, and Dan, as you can see, has been doing a lot of preparation to get ready. He just put in the fiber rocker. It's actually cement board, very smooth cement board, which is going to be prepared so that the new ceramic tile will go on top of the cement board. It goes right over the 1/2 sheather. The 1/2 sheather, if you look at the floor, is actually underneath the fiber rocker backer board. The normal size that you would usually buy is 5x3, and then it actually gets cut down, and as you can see, it gets cut around where the toilet area is. So that's what we're doing right now, and then we're going to be cutting one other piece in preparation for the next stage, which is putting down the ceramic tile.
So now what we're doing, we're getting ready to screw down this backer board. The backer screws that we're going to use, they help hold the floor down to the subfloor a lot better than using like a nail, like a roofing nail or something like that.
Yeah, it's a lot sturdier, it keeps it in place, so we're going to be hitting all the different corners to make sure that the cement board stays down.
You basically would put them probably every 8 to 10 inches apart, and you don't go very lightly with them. You want to use quite a bit.